Welcome back to my channel. My name is India, and in today's video, I want to talk about your body's set point.
You ain't a friend of me if you used to envy me. Don't petty me, keep that same energy. You ain't a friend of me if you used to envy me. Don't petty me.
So the body set point theory is something we just don't talk about a lot. You don't hear about it a lot in the weight loss world unless you're someone who dives deep and you really dive into research like myself. But just in the mainstream, you do not hear about your body set point theory. So before I get into this topic, I do want to come and let you know I'm not coming on here as a medical professional. By no means am I a medical professional. I am not a researcher. I am none of that. So if you want more like science-based videos on a body set point, I might leave some of those linked in my description box. I might leave some different resources if this is something you want to look into further. But I am just here today just to have a conversation, maybe to motivate someone if you're, you can't understand why you're in such a plateau, or why when you lose 20 pounds, you gain it back easily or very quickly. We're going to get into all of that. So I just wanted to plug that in there. I am not a medical professional. I am not going to be doing a whole bunch of science and a whole bunch of research and that sort of talk. So still hang out with me and let's get into this topic. So what is your body set point? So basically, the set point theory suggests that your weight may go up or down temporarily, but will ultimately return to its normal range. Normal range being your set point. So if you're a person and you've tried to lose weight before and, you were successful, you lost a little bit of weight, we all know that the most difficult part when it comes to weight loss is actually keeping the weight off long term. Okay, this can be in part to your body set point and your body being at a comfort zone. And so I'm gonna throw in a whole bunch of examples, so I'm just not talking. But okay, when I talk about set point and your body being in its normal range, everyone's set point is going to be different. So I'll use myself as an example. Say I am a 230 pound woman, right? I've been maintaining that 230 pounds for, I'll say 3 years. Okay. And so that's going to be my body set point. My body is used to being 230 pounds. My body, has been that weight for a while. I've been maintaining that weight. Anytime I lose a little bit of weight, I might lose a little bit, but I'll end up at that 230 range. So that's where my body stays. All right. And so I'm 230. Say I want to lose a few pounds, right? I got a wedding I'm about to attend. I got to lose these 20 pounds or whatnot. And so I go to the gym, I diet, I go hard. And within like a month's time, I lose 20 pounds. So now I'm 210 pounds. My body's comfort zone is 230 pounds. So when I get down to 210 and I do that very quickly, my body is going to literally fight against me so it can get back to its comfort zone. Okay. You'll get signals sent to your brain saying that you're hungry, hunger pangs. And so you might have an increased appetite. You might want to eat more. Your hormone levels are going to be different, which causes you to eat more ultimately. Your body is going to want to store fat as like a survival mechanism. So a lot of things go on when you lose a significant amount of weight because your body is going to fight and do everything it can to get back to its comfort zone. So even if you're someone and you're super morbidly obese and you've been that way for many, many years, that's your body's comfort zone. The body can't register what's healthy and what's not, what's obese and what's not. Everyone's set point is not going to be a healthy weight. And so, unfortunately, here's the part that a lot of people just don't understand, because when it comes to diet and exercise, we're told just to, cut your calories, be in a calorie deficit and exercise, move more. And that will cause, the weight loss, which temporarily it will, but it goes beyond that. Yes, being in a calorie deficit causes you to lose weight. We all know that, but there's so many layers to it. And so again, when you're going from 230 pounds and you're at 210 pounds and you do that within, 4 weeks, let's just say 4 weeks, your metabolism is going to slow down. right? Because your body is going to want to conserve energy. Your body is going into like a panic mode because it's thinking that it's starving. I don't like the word starving. It's going into like a survival mode because like you're losing a lot of weight. And so again, your body is just going to fight to be that bigger weight. It's evolution. Our bodies were made to survive, back in the day, back in the hunters and gatherer days, I call them the cavemen days, food and calories were very scarce. And so that's just something we didn't come across a lot. We didn't have grocery stores, convenience stores, fast food, all these food apps and delivery services. We didn't have any of that back in those days. You had to hunt for your food. You had to, grow your food. Food was not easy to come across. And so throughout the years and evolution, our bodies were built to survive. We didn't know when we was going to come across the next meal. So that's what's happening there. Our bodies have evolved and our bodies are fighting, storing fat, slowing down your metabolism because you of course you don't want to burn so many calories, especially if you're not taking in so many calories. And so when people just cut calories, that's one thing that you're not understanding. When you're losing weight and you're just wanting to rush and do that, that's something you're not understanding. When people, have these goals, they want to lose weight, before the party or whatever the case may be. It scares me a little bit because in my mind, I just know it's something they're not going to be able to sustain because you really can't rush this process. And so I'm getting off topic a little bit. I am later on in the video going to explain to you how you can actually lower your body's set point. And again, I am not a scientist. I am just a woman who has lost a significant amount of weight and who has actually found a way to maintain their weight. So that's just how I'm speaking at this point. But I am later on in the video going to discuss how you can kind of fight against your body wanting to hold that extra weight. And so before I get completely off, because I see this video is going to be everywhere. Guys, I just wanted to get on here and talk and just have a conversation. So there's no structure. I was watching a documentary about weight loss, about obesity. And it was so interesting because people really aren't looking deep. People are not really just paying attention to what's going on, right? So it was a woman and I want to say she was about 500 pounds. She had been maintaining that 500 pounds for years, here and there, maybe 5'10", maybe some days she was 490, but she was teetering around that like 500 pound range. Okay. So, she was a candidate for weight loss surgery. She wanted to be a candidate for weight loss surgery. And so before she can actually get her surgery, the doctors wanted her to lose like 120 pounds on her own before getting a weight loss surgery. And so they put her on a strict diet. I want to say it was like a 1,200 calorie diet, which guys, 1,200 calories is not going to be everyone's calorie deficit. Everyone don't need to be eating 1,200 calories. If you're 700 pounds, your calorie deficit might be 2,700 calories. But that's beyond the point. I'm not on here to debate or talk anything like that. And so the lady, like, I want to say the first 2 months, she had lost a significant amount of weight. She went from being 500 pounds to being about 420 pounds. So she lost about 80 pounds just in the first 2 months. She slipped up a little bit. And I want to say within a month's time, this lady ended up gaining about 50 of those pounds back. All right. So let's pause real quick. She gained 50 pounds in 1 month, right? Now, for the normal average person, say it's a person that's been 150 pounds their entire life, okay? It would be so difficult for that person to gain 50 pounds in 1 month's time. Why? Because their set point is at 150 pounds, okay? This lady is 500 pounds. And so putting on that 50 pounds in that 1 month was nothing because her body was fighting so hard to be at that 500 pound mark. Okay, so you have to look at it like that. People might say, well, who can put on 50 pounds in a month? Somebody who was 500 pounds, who lost 80 pounds and who slipped out on their diet And now their body is fighting. That's why it was so easy for this woman to put on that weight, because her body is used to being 500 pounds. So getting back to that point is going to be nothing. The body is smart. The body is going to put in work. Your brain's going to send all these signals. You're going to be hungry. You're going to have an increased appetite. How many people have been on a diet and then they get off the diet and then they notice they can eat a lot more than they did before they started the diet? Honey, that's hormones. That's your brain. That's all that. Okay. And so I was looking at that and I'm like, wow, man, this is crazy. Like, because if I was a person and I gained 50 pounds in a month, I would be terrified. I would be so scared. But that was her body's way of saying, hey, you lost too much weight. Let me get back here, because, like, what are you doing? So that, in a nutshell, is what your body set point is. That's your body set point theory. No, this is not a professional definition. I'll leave it. I'll either insert it on the screen, something I might Google. I might leave it in my description box. But it is the weight that you are used to being. Whatever weight you've been maintaining long term, that is going to be your body's comfort zone. That is going to be your body's set point. All right. So let's talk about a few things you can do in order to lower your body set point. Now, the reason I'm actually making this video is because someone asked me a question. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably doing a fast or like a cleanse or something. And they were like, well, what are you doing? What are your goals at this point? You know, you've lost your weight. You're at your weight goal or whatever. And people are just so confused. They're like, well, what are you doing? Why aren't you just maintaining your weight? And I explained to someone that at this point, I'm trying to lower my body's set point. So yes, I've lost weight. I've kept weight off for many, many years, but right now I'm trying to lower my body set point so it makes it easier for me to maintain my newer, lower weight. So all in all, if I was just to drop the weight, do it real quick, and then go back to however I was living, that's not gonna be lasting results. So again, I want to lower my body set point. I want to work on maintaining my weight as it is now. And if I have any more goals after I've been here for a while, then I'll just make my goals and I'll go as I go. Okay. So here are a few things and here are a few takeaways. If you're someone and you're struggling with your weight loss journey, you just feel like it's so hard to lose the weight, you can't keep it off, and it's just not connecting, it's not working. I've had people reach out to me saying they've reached the weight loss plateau. This is another thing. It's normal. It is normal. And let me just say a few things, and I'll try to leave you guys with this. Number one, and I would suggest this to any and everybody. Number one, slow down when you are losing weight. Please take it slow. Be patient with yourself, okay? We didn't gain the weight overnight. We shouldn't expect to lose the weight overnight. I know I hate when people say that. I hate it so much, but slow down with your weight loss. I know we want to lose this weight quick. I know we want to look good for that party in 2 months. I know we want to look good for that photo shoot, but you have got to slow down. When you do that, you are giving your body time to adjust to the small changes that you are making. Okay. So losing 1 pound a week versus losing 5 pounds a week, the person losing the 1 pound a week and really going steady with their weight loss, long term, they're going to maintain that weight. So if you're someone and you lost 100 pounds and you did that in 2 months versus the person that took 3 years to lose 100 pounds, more than likely the person who took those 3 years to lose the weight, they're going to have an easier time maintaining the weight, because the body, you're giving your body time to adjust. Once you lose some weight, say you lose 10 pounds, try to maintain that for a while before you just start going and losing so much more weight. Lose your 10 pounds, maintain that for a while, and then once you feel comfortable with being that weight, then lose another 10 pounds. So slow down. That's number one. Number two, I already talked about it. Make small changes. You know, everyone wants to talk about putting the body into shock and doing all this and just going for it. Make small changes to your lifestyle. Like, everyone just wants to go big and hard, and it scares me so much. I commend it. I love it. That's what I consider discipline. You know, the gym rats discipline, heavy dieters. Oh, you're so disciplined. Oh God. If you ask me, someone looked at me and thought I was disciplined. Girl, no, I'm not. I make small changes, so therefore, you know, when I'm doing certain things that's going to help me achieve my calorie deficit, help me cycle my calories, it's not a big deal because they're minor changes, and over time I've just gotten so used to it. So it's easier for me to diet now than it would have been if I would have just ate rice cakes and lettuce all day. And so again, that's all it takes to lower your body set point. So if you were someone and you're used to being 230 and you lost your weight throughout the years and now you're 130, your body set point is going to come down with you. That is all you have to do to lower your set point, is just take your time losing the weight, lose the weight gradually, and your body will catch up to you and your body will adjust. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I gotta go look back at this because I feel like I am rambling, but I love it when I can just sit down and talk. Hopefully this offered someone some sort of motivation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I am so open to answering any questions. Leave me a comment, leave me a heart. You guys know how I do. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck on your journeys, and I will see you in the next one.